The first penalty taker for Corinthians. As you mentioned, both he and Cassio were a part of the last Libertadores triumph for Corinthians in 2012 when they beat Boca Juniors in this very stadium. Can Santos deliver again here? Rossi against Fabio Santos. Wonderfully done. All square.
Another good penalty. And I think it's the confidence that's in the players there. That's what's making these penalties so good. Never looked in doubt, Santos. Great power, great height. Rossi had no chance to save that when you get that great kind of power behind it and also the height. No goalkeeper in the world will be able to save that penalty.
The theme of defenders taking penalties continues. Carlos Izquierdos, the Boca Juniors captain, now stepping up. It will be Izquierdos.
Oh.
No mistake.
Well, it's very difficult to save that when it hits the side netting. A fantastic penalty by Izquierdos. Cassio goes completely the wrong way. Fantastic penalty by the captain, who again for me has had another great game today.
Victor Canchillo, the Colombian international, up against Agustin Rossi. Canchillo went about his business in the centre of midfield very well today. Can he deliver from 12 yards out? Canchillo straight down the middle.
Another good penalty there. Only because Rossi dives the wrong way. Very close to Rossi. If he went the opposite direction, he probably would have saved that penalty. It's all about confidence. Who's going to step up without having the full confidence that you need for this penalty? And we see Cassio there still playing these little mind games. We're standing over the penalty spot, trying to be an intimidating factor to these players stepping up.
One man not short of confidence. The penalty taker, Sebastian Villa. It's Villa. Cassio saves. Perhaps too much confidence from Villa. Advantage Corinthians.
Well, it's a poor penalty, Callum. Make no mistake, it's a poor penalty. Not good enough power, not good enough height. Way too easy for Cassio to save that. All Cassio had to do is dive in the right direction. The power's not good enough and the height is a perfect, comfortable height for the modern day goalkeeper to be able to make a save.
Can Corinthians take advantage and take the lead? Raul Gustavo, the man to step up. Involved in controversy in regular time. Involved in a penalty save in extra time. All square.
Well, that's what Rossi's about, and again, it's a very similar penalty. Not enough power, not far enough in the corner, too close to the goalkeeper. When a modern day goalkeeper, any good modern day goalkeeper will be able to save that penalty. If you're going to go on the ground or close to the ground, you've got to put it into the side netting. To stand any chance, it has to go to the side netting. That's where your target is, to be able to score a penalty like that.
Paul Fernandez to give Boca life again. In his third spell with his beloved Boca Juniors. Can he give them the lead? Yes, he can. Just about.
Well, let's just say he sneaks this one in. And the difference between his penalty and Gustavo is he aims for the side netting. That's the difference. It goes in off the side netting, and that's where your target needs to be if you're going to take a penalty like that on the ground. Because if you don't, Cassio would have been able to get a hand to that and make a save.
This is Bruno Melo on as a sub for Corinthians.
Oh.
Saved by Rossi. Boca a whisker away from the quarter-finals.
Well, I think we've just seen the reason why Rossi is so highly rated as a goalkeeper. What a great save. Great save. Again, it's the height. The height is just perfect and just right for Rossi. You need to make it higher. The power wasn't bad, but at that height there, Rossi, the quality that he has, makes it a comfortable save as we've just witnessed.
And in another Libertadores twist, Dario Benedetto could be the man to seal it. After missing a penalty earlier on in the game, Dario Benedetto fires over the bar and misses inexplicably. We go on.
Wow. Well, I just don't know what to say. I really am lost for words currently at the moment, Callum. I have no one. That's probably one of the worst penalties I've seen in a very long time. There was no confidence in him whatsoever. To the point they haven't even returned the ball, the Boca fans, because that's just how disappointing that penalty was. Why would he step up? Clearly he has no confidence whatsoever.
Well, from one number 9 to another, after a limited role, a spectator's role, in all honesty, this evening. Jorge Guedes, from 12 yards out, to keep Corinthians alive. He has to score. Guedes, and he scores magnificently. 3 apiece, and we go on.
Wow. Very similar technique to Benedetto, but Figueres, he has a great deal of fortune behind that to hit the underside of the crossbar and go in. Because let's just say his penalty in the first leg wasn't as good, but this time the footballing gods are smiling down on him. And we see again the intimidation of Cassio, what he likes to do. Big penalty this one now.
For Oscar Romero, the Paraguayan international. It's Oscar Romero, straight down the middle, just away from the toe of Cassio, and Boca survive again.
Well, let's just say the best word to use is just, because he just gets it past Cassio, and we're talking inches there.
Joni will be the man to step up. Joni will be the man. Corinthians hope and pray keep them alive. Once again it comes down to this. At La Bombonera, Joni thrashed straight past Agostino Rossi. Corinthians level.
Well, his energy is captivating at times for this team, and what he brings in that centre of that midfield, right down the middle. Good penalty in the end, because he scores, puts it into the back of the net, keeps his team still in it.
Of course now, Nigel, we're in the situation where these players taking penalties didn't necessarily want to either.
Nope, and I've been there as well in a very similar situation. And it comes from the confidence factor. The ones who step up are the ones who are the most confident. And this is now what players can truly hold their nerve in these situations.
The Bombonera holds its breath. Alan Varela, beautifully done. As composed as you like.
Great penalty. That hop, skip and jump, whichever way you want to call it, waits for the movement of Cassio, and once Cassio picks his side, he puts it in the opposite side. You wonder if it's going to be a magic moment by Rossi again.
Lucas Piton, the penalty taker for Corinthians. Which way does this game sway? Piton! Oh. Rossi got a piece of it, but not enough.
Just unlucky there by Rossi. Showing how much of a real good goalkeeper he is, a shot stopper, and also in penalty situations, just how valuable he is to this Boca team. We're talking about inches here, Callum. Just not a strong enough arm, strong enough wrist to keep that ball out. Goes the right way, gets a hand to it, but just not strong and firm enough.
So 5 scored each. And we are well in to sudden death. Juan Ramirez to keep the Boca moving. Oh. It's saved by Cassio. Now then, a humongous CONMEBOL twist. Corinthians can touch the quarterfinals.
It's not a bad penalty. Just again, it's the height. The power isn't bad, but it's the height, and we're talking inches there, Callum. That's the difference in what it takes to put that ball into the back of the net.
And the man that could send Corinthians through, Gil, 35 years of age, second spell with Corinthians, the club that means so much to him. Gil, and it's crept through! Corinthians, by the barest of margins, into the CONMEBOL Libertadores quarterfinals. Delirious scenes. Boca bounced out again at the round of 16 stage. Brazilian opposition